Hey all, welcome to ShareTrek. This is Raj here. This weekend, I want to discuss the breaking news that Gingko Bioworks have entered into a deal to create a potential agricultural biologicals giant. Of course, it's not yet breaking news because it's a bit old. I have been a bit late in getting it to you, but that's a different story altogether. This is the second major news in a short span for DNA, so it's quite exciting. Let's get started with this. Welcome back, friends. Earlier on 26th of October, we had discussed the tie-up of DNA with Saudi Arabia and how it is strengthening the foundations of DNA. Today, I have news that DNA has tied up with Bayer, and this further strengthens the DNA business through years of successful R&D partnership and collaborations with leading companies like Novozymes and Alpha Biocontrol. The biologics division of Bayer has developed the deep expertise needed to partner with innovators across the entire range of biological innovation. And now there is news that Bayer has identified DNA as an important partner in its quest to leverage its biologics expertise to develop and deploy more sustainable, climate smart, and innovative agricultural solutions to growers around the world. This partnership was announced on the 18th of October, just a few days before the DNA Saudi Arabia deal. But I had been quite busy with other videos, and hence the delay in getting this news to you here. But no damage done so far. With the announcement of this partnership, Bayer has begun a multi-year strategic partnership with DNA to accelerate research and development of biological products for agriculture. The transaction includes the divestment of Bayer's West Sacramento Biologics Research and Development Site and its internal discovery and lead optimization platform. With the close of this transaction, the biologics business, which is part of Bayer's crop sciences division, will also be able to further engage the open innovation ecosystem and build upon its leading position as partner of choice for innovators and scientists across the world. What is significant is that Bayer inaugurated the West Sacramento Biologics R&D site in 2014. It's a 165,000 square foot facility with around 100,000 of that developed to biologics and the rest to vegetable seed and greenhouses. It's strictly for R&D, as Bayer biologicals are produced in what used to be an Abbott facility in Mexico. At that time, Bayer had said that Bayer executives are said to believe that California is the place for such a facility for a number of reasons. First, half the fruits and vegetables are produced in the state, and with maximum residual levels of pesticides being where they are, it's a huge issue for export, and increasingly domestically also it's becoming a huge issue. And Bayer identified biologics as a great answer when a spray is needed just prior to harvest. So with that said, there was great importance in launching this R&D center in 2014, and at this point of time, if you look at the facility, it's situated at 10 acres of land and features a 100,000 square foot building and 35,000 square foot pilot plant to support research and development of biological crop protection products, as well as 30,000 square feet of vegetable seed research building. This facility also includes a 2,000 square foot greenhouse and 5 acres nearby land for future greenhouse space. With the new partnership, it seems that Bayer sees a lot of value in DNA's expertise and technology. This could mean a pivot from chemicals to genomics in order to create pesticide-free products. And Joint Bio, which is a joint venture created by Bayer and Gingko Bioworks in 2017, will be integrated into Gingko Bioworks to enable the continued advancement of Joint Bio's innovative nitrogen fixation platform. And as part of that agreement, Bayer retains the right to commercialize the technology to complement synthetic fertilizer use in the coming years. Bayer is now the first major partner of Gingko Bioworks, which has expanded agricultural biologicals platform, entering into a new collaboration focused on important programs in the area of crop protection, nitrogen fixation, and carbon sequestration to identify next generation biologics that provide clear benefits to growers and to the environment in general. Next, let us look at the Gingko Bioworks price action before I come back with my conclusion on what all of this means for DNA. So let's go to the TradingView platform now. Here we are on the TradingView platform, and we are looking at the chart for DNA. And all of these candles are one-day candles. And if you look first right off the bat, you can see that DNA, which at one point of time was quoting around $15.88 at its peak, has fallen 83% as of today when it's quoting at $2.69. So that's the first point that I would like to highlight out here. And second thing, that if you look at the recent activity price action out here, you can see that since the news was announced on 18th, the market has not responded the way it should, and it's still consolidating. And I had personally identified that 2.33 should be the bottom, and 2.68 should be the top of the range within which Gingko Bioworks might operate, and therefore buying closer to 2.33 and selling on the approach to 2.68 would be a very good swing trading opportunity, because the share is already beaten down, and even though it has dropped in its value by almost 80% from its peak, what we should recognize is that it's already plumbed the depths. The worst that could happen to DNA is that it could go to 2.12. That's the worst case scenario in my opinion. Right now the MACD is bearish, and the momentum is just below 50% and it's picking up. So I think that if DNA does come anywhere close to 2.33, it's worth a pickup. And then over a longer period of time, when the market improves and everything gets back into a good shape, I think DNA is definitely bound to recapture at least the 60% of whatever value it has lost, because it has continued to add alliances and new geographies and access to more genomic information, like the Asian genomic information. And it's only going to improve its value for its clients, as well as it's going to improve its ability to come up with new organisms to meet new needs. So overall, DNA has been progressing significantly while the price has been falling due to conditions that are not in its own control, and due to macroeconomic and economic conditions. And therefore, I think DNA would be a good long-term hold as well if it's accumulated in lower price levels, lower price points, which are closer to 2.12 and 2.33. And also the lower price of this share per share, it's only $2.69. So with a very small amount of money, you would be able to play the options, play the swing trade, as well as do a long-term investment, which can give you multiple results going forward. At least that's my personal opinion when I look at the charts out here. In conclusion, I think that this is another major achievement for DNA, this collaboration with Bayer. DNA is growing in strength with every new deal. The divestment of West Sacramento Biologics R&D site by Bayer, in my opinion, signals the outsourcing of biologicals R&D to Gingko, given that DNA share price has dropped more than 80% from its peak, while it continues to produce great IP and great partnership and expands its global footprint. I think the stock is a good target for both long and short-term investment. And also, friends, remember the COVID pandemic, when it came across the globe, every country was trying to analyze the vector, do the genomic sequencing, and start coming up with vaccines and trying to come up with antibodies. Now, in this kind of environment, it's very much possible that there could be another pandemic around the horizon, and with the growing footprint of DNA across the globe, I think DNA is likely to get a good portion of the action, and that's going to improve the profile of DNA as well as its balance sheet and its business potential. I think DNA lends itself to swing trading as well as long-term holding, as I explained when I did the TradingView platform price action analysis for DNA. So with that said, my friends, I'd like to bring this video to an end. And if you like this video, please do not hesitate to press a like out there. And if you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe and help us grow this channel. Thanks and have a great day. Bye for now.